Hey, Anthropology 229 students, welcome to week 6. As always, take a look at the syllabus before you get going and look at the also the week 6 Canvas module. This week, as usual, we have a PowerPoint, short, 3 readings, 2 quizzes on the readings due Wednesday night, and a discussion board due Friday morning. This week there are 3 films totaling just under 2 hours, and the topic of the films is gender and sexuality. Please complete ethnographic film assessments on each of those films, and remember those ethnographic film assessments are due midnight Thursday. The first of the 2 required readings this week is about the Na of southern China, a group that really, confounds our common sense understanding of marriage. They simply don't practice marriage as we, in our culture, know it. And in fact, even the nuclear family, which is something we consider to be a fundamental building block of society in our culture, really doesn't traditionally exist. They don't even, ideally, they don't even acknowledge who the father of the children are. So really a radically different system than ours. And the second reading is about third gender people in India and Pakistan. They're not men, they're not women, they're kind of both and neither. So the way to think about that is a third gender. And there are societies with fourth and even fifth genders. So we think of gender as a binary, but again, that is a culturally fairly specific way of thinking about gender. The optional reading is about various styles of documentary. So I think you're already kind of familiar with that, but Nichols puts it in a kind of more organized way, maybe. Narrative film, observational film. And you might also want to look at his comments on reflexivity in that reading. Just a concept that has become more important since Hyder was writing in the 1970s. And then I guess the last thing, the first deadline for the ethnographic project with the Belize students is due midnight Friday this week. So you're expected for that to post a video proposal. It's only 250 words, so a fairly short proposal to your wiki space. That is something you can develop with the Galen students, but you should write it on your own. And you should also submit an interview guide, which is really just a list of questions you plan to ask the Galen students using the link. I put a link in Canvas for that interview guide. And there's another link in Canvas for you to submit an image of a screenshot of a meeting with the Galen students, just to show me that you're actually meeting with them. And finally, for the project this week, you should email me informed consent forms. So your Galen interviewees should be filling out these forms. They can just take a photo of them and email them to you, whatever. I just need to document that you have got permission from the Galen students to make a video with their likeness in it that is going to be on YouTube. So that's a standard kind of ethnographic step. And there's a copy of that form in course documents, but you can email me the completed forms. And then finally, just a clarification, you're working with the Galen students on a general topic of mutual interest, but your research proposal and your interview guide, those 2 components that you're writing should be your own. So you're free to collaborate as much as you like with the Galen students. You may want to use exactly the same questions. They ask you a set of questions, you ask them the same kind of exactly the same questions. That's permitted, but you don't have to ask the same questions, and you certainly need to submit your own interview guide. So Dr. Friedel and I are trying to create maximum flexibility in there for you. Okay, that's all for now. Let me know if you have any questions, and have a great week.